Ooh, who that peeking in the window? Wow.
Nobody now. Savage AF, man. Forget your feelings. Facts matter. Don't worry. We'll be cursing in 4 minutes and 15 seconds. In the meantime,
Very shortly, profanity will be propelled at you in a epic speed.
high rate, high rate. But until then, man, just know that Savage AF. We got two hosts for you. Okay, my name is Black Pedro. This guy,
and my name is Genghis Shang.
Genghis Khan. There
Yeah.
you go. Genghis Shang, man. But you know, Black Pedro Shang. We guys are here for you often in the week.
Yes, that's the typically normally.
Lately we've been missing some days, but
you know what? Things happen. Okay.
When we get on, though, when we do get on, it's usually 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, live on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram simultaneously.
His Instagram, for some reason, I can't go on live Instagram, not only on here, but not even on my IG. They got me hemmed up. So,
oh man.
But you know what? You know why? Because a lot of people that's on IGs that runs it, their mothers are whores.
Pretty sure that's not gonna get you reinstated anytime soon. But listen, if you guys ever miss us live, that's on you. But we do have our YouTube channel there with all of our shows archived. It's scrolling at the bottom of the screen, youtube.com/c/SavageAF World. When you get there, don't be weird. Touch something, like touch the buttons.
Once you click the bell, see, like he just did, which was weird. Hey man, will you stop it, dude? The hell is wrong with you? Yo, make sure you do that, and also give us some thumbs up, because the thumbs up actually keep it really, really crispy. Crispy means sharp.
Listen, even if you don't have thumbs, you can still click that button.
You can still click the bell and also comment. That's important too. Now, it doesn't stop there. Now, I know a lot of people think that I'm being too aggressive when I say subscribe, but it's not just subscribing there and giving you a thumbs up. We like what we need you to do is on Instagram, right?
Yeah, man. That you know, it's like if you watch Dune, it's like Spice.
Did you see the new Dune?
I haven't seen the second part yet.
So. Oh man,
I know the story. It'll just.
I know, but it's really good. I'm not ruining it for anybody. It is definitely worth going to see in the movie theater. It's definitely worth watching for sure. All right, now Black Pedro is his name, and Instagram followers is his game. Bars
on Instagram at Black Pedro, on Instagram at Comedian Shang. Also, get the twin cousin app going, Threads, y'all, at Black Pedro, at Comedian Shang as well. You know what it is.
Right. And also, this is very important to not only to me, but to the world. I just and all you people out there that iron your socks, okay, yeah, loosen the hell up. It's not that deep.
I just don't have time in my day to
iron your socks.
Yeah, that's a lot, bro. That's a lot.
You don't do that?
No, man. Yeah, I do the fluff out is the best. You know, just whip them out there. I try and pull the clothes out the dryer, you know, immediately so they don't get all too much mantangled. But listen, we do have some people over on Instagram, at least mine. Heidi's mama.
On yours.
Tripping. What up, big soldier? I see you, man. Haven't seen that brother in a while, man. Good to hear from you. Tap in. We are over on YouTube as well. That is popping. We got Super Stud 666 from hell. When you put the 666 in, I think everybody knows the area code, what one that is.
Yeah.
Maya Baker's here, Breezy JJ's, Lady Hazel May, LG. Not OG, but LG. Little gangster.
Yeah.
He's just a little gangster sometimes. That's all. But good to see y'all here, man. Thank y'all for joining us, man. We're right there, man. Savage AF. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. Black Pedro, comedian Shang. We should probably just get the show started.
Now we can say, yeah, but real quick before you get the show, I got a show tonight. I found out that I didn't really promote the motherfucker because I thought I'm hosting. Why do I need to? But I get free guest pass if you hit me up on IG in my inbox for tonight in Highland, California, at the Yamava Casino. The headliner will be Jesse Peluso. I don't know who's featuring, but that'll be tonight in Highland, California, 9 p.m. If you want to get on my free guest list, inbox me at comedian Shang, and I got you. All right.
That's what it is.
They just hit me up and said, "Hey, could you let people know? Maybe we get a guest." I'm like, "Hey, all right, yeah." But you know what? When my check come, I want a little bump.
You go. Of cocaine?
No, not the cocaine.
Bumping the money. Okay, I was like,
I'll do
bro.
the cocaine. And all the people in the feed, before we get this started, because we're definitely gonna jump into this. Y'all owe me money. There is no Shang bucks. This is real bucks because Trump is not in jail. And I predicted by this time, this month, which is what, May? No,
that don't count.
Hold up, but it still count. May, what did I say? May? I said May.
The one trial just started.
I said May. He ain't in jail, so y'all owe me $21,560. Everybody in here owe me $21,560. And if I don't get my money, I swear to God, I'm gonna go soprano on you. You understand me? Can't believe.
If we were in Nevada, I think the gambling commission would be all over your ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna be
granted, and they have came at me a few times. I'm not allowed in a few casinos for counting cards.
Use his head to open the door.
Yeah.
Dove Rudnick over on Insta. I see you, Black Shan 365. I see.
Yeah, and all the people on Instagram follow me. God damn it! Don't make me tell you twice.
Maya says Ninja, all his trials aren't over yet. Most haven't even started. Okay.
Oh, that's not. But that wasn't the thing I said. I said this. Y'all just full of shit. And you know what? You're from a long lineage of full of shit. If you actually think this man's going to jail, number one. Number two, they pushed the trials back, and that is where he wins. It's 50-50 right now pertaining to Trump and that. So when he's not sitting in the courtroom taking huge sharks and smelling up the place while he's asleep, he's going to be out for free.
RVA Gourmet on Insta. I see you, babe. All right, man. Well, the trials are going on. We're actually gonna shift focus for today's show, and not really touch on that. It is Thursday, May 2nd, 2024, in the time-space continuum. It's my month, y'all.
I know it's birthday's coming up. Why are you going so hard to pay, Lady Hazel May? Okay.
Damn, she said you're full of shit. You wear diapers like Trump.
I don't wear diapers yet, but I have sharded before, and that is a horrible experience. No, you ain't never sharded. You ain't never sharded, Pedro, in your entire life.
I mean, in our lifetimes, yeah. As a grown man, I don't think I have.
Oh, you're lying. He's lying, people. I'm telling you. I believe that Black Pedro has sharded. Everybody has sharded.
Only over the toilet.
No. If you thought
it was a baby, I'm sure.
No, I'm talking about as a grown man. You thought it was a standard XL of gas at your butt. And then it was wet, and then it was soft, and you go, oh God.
You know my motto, dog. If you push hard enough, you can make shit happen, y'all.
Yeah. So all right, so we jump into this. There's a lot of stuff going on, man. We missed out not talking about, but this shit right here.
All right, so listen,
this shit right here. This shit right here.
All right, it's Thursday, May 2nd, 2024, in the time-space continuum. Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter. We're just gonna touch on two things today. You're not doing the Shangri.
Three.
Oh, you got a Shangri?
No, it's not Shangri. We can just throw it in there.
Okay, cool. I know we got a motherfucker say what for y'all.
Absolutely.
A critical question.
Absolutely. No question.
Wait, let's talk about this bill that the House just passed, but we'll talk about it. But before we get into that, ladies, I don't care if you live in South Beach, Boca Raton, or in the Panhandle itself. The Florida vagina ban has begun. This week it went into effect. I believe
Yeah.
it's 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Is their limit there? And you're already hearing stories of doctors who are unable to service women in the state of Florida right now because these women are 6 weeks and 3 days pregnant.
Yeah.
6 weeks and 4 days.
And if
6
they
weeks and
do,
2 days.
they'll get arrested. This is the thing. I can't even say nothing about my own vagina. This is crazy. You believe this shit? The point is that the bottom line is if you think that kicking it down to the states is going to be a good thing, it's a bad thing. Because a lot of these backward bodunk ass states are absolutely implementing the 6 week ban, and it's going to go. Now they overturned the one in Arizona, the 1800s thing. They did go back and say, okay, this is a little bit stupid, trying to use a bill or a policy from the 1800s. But I'm gonna tell you right now, this is just the beginning, ladies. So you know who takes credit for this? Who takes credit for overturning Roe versus Wade and making this? Okay, I'm gonna give y'all 2 minutes. Who do you think it is? Who do you think took credit for doing all this?
2 seconds is about all they need.
Come on, don't be
Over
a
on
baby
Insta,
about it. Come on.
over on Insta, I see Ben Yosef. What up, man? Cows with Guns 23. Okay, that's a new one. The only Taylor Mimi. We see you. What up, though? Thank y'all for being in here. So listen, and if you don't know, now you know. If you don't know who Shane's talking about, the man is taking all the credit for doing it. No other Miranda comes in there. She says the Trumpty Dumpty. She got it for you. Ding, ding, ding. Tell her what she's won. But also, I would like to throw in there a guy that, I think he's just, it's like a role player on an NBA team, right?
Wow.
And, who remembers the guy who threw the pass for the winning bucket? You just remember the winning bucket, right? But the real assist and another guy who's really, really, and I believe ultimately actually responsible for the overturning of Roe v. Wade, the fifth and exiled Ninja Turtle himself. Yes, RVA Gourmet says B. McConnell. Bitch McConnell. Thank you, RVA. Over on IG. Coming in strong. McConnell set all of this up, right? That was him drinking Obama's blood as he gutted his ability to elect or select a third or appoint, I should say, a third Supreme Court justice under his term.
Right.
So,
And
I don't think that the media is. I know Donald Trump is claiming it.
I disagree.
Really, really, really need to also hype up the fact that Bitch McConnell set this all up. So if Donald Trump was the slam dunk or there's an alley oop, then if Donald Trump is the oop, then
well, I'm gonna tell you why.
I'm
gonna tell you why I agree with that and I don't agree with it. All right. The reason I agree with it is, he definitely was one of the catalysts to do it. But if you look at it, it's basically the Supreme Court, the right-leaning Supreme Court that fucking did this.
So who does that?
No. So it's a tiered fuck you.
No. But exactly, what did I just say?
So
that Bitch McConnell gutted Obama's ability to appoint a third justice to the Supreme Court of the United States.
But it's still their fault. It's still their fault, and all of them can eat a planet of dicks.
But but the way they got there is totally through McConnell, right?
So you think the turtle
he stopped Obama from appointing somebody and then rushed through with what's her face? Not ACB, but Merrick.
Damn.
The dude.
I like beer. beer.
They rushed Kavanaugh through.
Right. That's guy. I like beer. Beer is good.
And then fucking RGB died, and that just sent the shit over.
Right.
But really, Bitch McConnell sent this up. Wait, RVA Gourmet. She says ACB. Is she the one that got rushed through? No, Kavanaugh got rushed through. Okay.
Kavanaugh got rushed through. Kavanaugh is the half. He kind of mild. He's mildly like slow. I like beer. I think beer is good. Yeah, I mean,
dig me.
Yeah, I think that I give them a 3-tier fuck you. I obviously know that McConnell is part of the fuck you, but instead of them doing their constitutional right from the standpoint of the majority of the public that did not want this, the Supreme Court are just inherently evil. We know they're corrupt as fuck now because you see what they're doing, delaying and having just frivolous conversations of whether a president can have immunity. They just making shit up. So what if he's walking down the street and he accidentally kicks a baby into the front of a bus? If he's the president, how is that his fault? Maybe that was part of his
No,
job that
they're
day.
like, well, who did the baby vote for? Was the baby for
Right.
Trump
That's
or against
but
Trump?
now if
Because
the
it was
baby's
against Trump.
Republican, that is
So,
heinous.
so RVA Gourmet says a few things. She confirms that both ACB, Amy Coney Barrett, and Brett Kavanaugh were
Rushed through.
And then, let me see. Oh shit. But RVA Gourmet says, but guess who replaced her on the Seventh Circuit? Replaced ACB, Justice Candace Jackson Akiwumi, who she wasn't an Akiwumi when we went, but this is a woman that we went to college with, Candace Jackson
Yes.
Akiwumi. So she's moving on up. That's a better seat for her. I know she was on Biden's short list, along with Ketanji.
Biden's fucking. I'm gonna tell you how Biden fucked up. Expand the court by getting more judges. Put more judges on the Supreme Court to balance it off. Fuck what you're going through, and then you want to have the majority. Well, let's rock and roll. McConnell already did that corny shit by blocking people. If you're gonna block, then what you do is you hit the blocker, you spin off the blocker, and you keep going.
He did, and then he went boop boop with two conservatives.
Right.
And
so
bam.
you gotta, start playing dirty. You gotta start playing just as rough as they are, and that's it. And wow, Gina said that's why McConnell's cognitive skills are having an abortion. Ooh.
Gina's coming in with the 1-2 herself.
No, I'm saying to you, I know what you're saying. It's McConnell is the devil, but I blame the demons too that he sends out.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying they don't get there without him. So, obviously, I mean,
I like the glob
they're conservative justices, so like we know why they're being put there. But it's like for me, I'm looking at the process by which we got a Brett Kavanaugh and an Amy Coney Barrett. Those are tough. Those are tough ones to swallow.
And nobody wanted Garland because Garland's a bitch. And the reason we're in this position pertaining to all of this, pertaining to the courts and all of his cases, he slow walked the fuck out of it and was so tentative. What should we ever really prosecute a president? I don't know. Win, little bitch. You's a bitch and your mama's a bitch and you from a long line of bitches. If I see you in the street, I'm a bitch smack you. And then you know what I'm gonna do? After I bitch smack you, you deserve the bitch Hall of Fame, bitch ass.
I know you guys are here for Shang's in-depth analysis.
Thank you so much.
Gina Emerson said, didn't Neil Gorsuch take Merrick Garland's spot? Yes.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, it was.
So, wait.
What?
So so they replaced Ruth Bader Ginsburg with ACB. Is that what RBG became ACB? So then when did Kavanaugh get in? I thought Kavanaugh became.
But see, what they need is the NWA. That's what they need because RGB and NWA. If we had NWA, you know what I'm saying? If you had us in like if I was Supreme Court, I'd be like, yo, first off, Coon Cage Tastic, he would have definitely recused himself. What's that? What's the Coon Cage guy that's in the Supreme Court? Slap Happiness, the dude the ham bones while he's in the shower. It makes a better sound of this. What's his name again? What's his name? again? The one that Django been looking for to kill. Is that him? Thomas. That's him. Yeah, I think that right now. Thomas. How can you be on a Supreme Court judging anything that your wife was part of the big lie? How the fuck are you still there? America and white people and coon cage ass black people are letting this shit go down to the drain. It's all bullshit. And yes, I went on a bitch rant. Yes, I did, because all of them bitches. And you know what? If the purge was real, that's all I'm saying. If the purge was real.
I think
here it is. Somebody got it.
I think Gina was right that Kavanaugh. She said, okay, Kennedy. Okay, I got you. I see what happened. So yes, Neil Gorsuch was actually the guy that should have been Merrick Garland. Miyu says Kavanaugh replaced Justice Kennedy, who resigned under suspicious circumstances.
Well, they kidnapped his mama. You didn't know about that?
And then Ruth Bader Ginsburg died.
You didn't hear this. You didn't hear the message, Pedro. If you love your mother, you will resign immediately. I heard it. I heard it with the little electronic AI voice. We know who it was. We know who it was. It was Trump. It was Trump and all the little cronies. I hope that all of them get anal cancer.
I didn't know it got that specific. Cancer be picky. RVA Gourmet over on IG says they all sat before the Judiciary Committee and lied about Roe v. Wade and judicial review. And, I think that is one of the main points to stay focused on when we look at the flipping of the court. But obviously, Donald Trump takes wish you were here. We wish you were here. I see you over on IG. This is why Donald Trump, him claiming it is important because he's owning it. And that is the overturning of Roe v. Wade. But I do like to give a special shout out to bitch Turtle Shell McConnell for his, and he laid out the roadmap before Trump even got into office. You know what I mean? And that's what the blocking of Obama's pick of Merrick Garland was all about. So I just want to get that. All of that leads to a space where we now have a bunch of lying ass conservatives on the Supreme Court who overturned Roe v. Wade, gave it back to the states, and we all know that limp dick podunk states like Florida.
Hey, wait a minute. Florida's a nice place to visit, man. They shot Roadhouse down there, you son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch, I'll meet me out round back.
They shot Roadhouse down there, man. I love that movie.
This is how you get a vagina ban in Florida. And when I say that, I mean that 6 week. There is a 6 week limit on your ability to get an abortion in Florida. Most women don't even know they're pregnant by that time.
Most women don't even know. They just think, I ate too much potato salad, and they don't know that they're gaining weight because of pregnancy. The thing is, this is going to continue, and if you women don't get out there, and it's a 65% of the American public of Florida, even in Florida. I'm sorry, Florida, the American public is higher. It's in the 80s. But 65% of women in Florida agree with, having the right to do what you want to do with your body. So it's a small faction. The minority, again, is trying to run the majority. So if you guys don't get it, women, and I'm saying to you women, men have to vote too. I'm not saying that. But women, if you still side with these motherfuckers, you can't say shit if you accidentally get pregnant and then you have to face the consequences because you decided to vote for these obviously don't give a fuck about your feelings or emotions or what you do with your body as people.
Miyu says McConnell and Democrats not having the full majority in the Senate is the problem. If they would have had the Senate majority, Trump would have been fully impeached. Yeah, obviously, if the Democrats had the Senate at that time, because for those who don't understand, the House impeached Donald Trump twice, but the Senate is responsible for the actual conviction, which would
they didn't do it. But it's not just him. It's Herman Munster. Herman Munster's fault too, because Herman Munster kicked it to Congress. What is Herman Munster? The dude that wrote the unnecessary paperwork up on Trump and then said, "Yeah, but I'm not gonna really do nothing about it. I'm gonna let y'all do something about it." What was his name, y'all?
Mueller.
Was it? I think it was Munster. Well, he looks like Herman Munster. Yeah. He looks like Herman Munster. So most of Florida vagina is old. Wow.
But Days of Joy says, and that's Big Ben. He says, "Come on, bro. Women know what's going on with their bodies. That's why it should be up to them." You know what I'm saying? But this is it. We're gonna move on because
I know. But Ben, what do you Ben? But if they make it law, then whether women know what to do with their bodies and decide what they want to do and what's best for their family and their situation, and they still are blocked because of that, and they got to go to North Carolina or some other place where they can get it, that's expensive. What are you talking? What the fuck are we talking about here? Huh?
No. I think because earlier you're like, women, you gotta go out there and fight this, and it's like, Well, they have been, and they know what's
No,
going
I'm
on.
talking about. I meant when we vote.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about right now. Yeah, they're complaining about right now, but
Oh,
don't
wait.
especially
Look,
white women.
sorry.
Wait, okay,
Ben says don't have sex.
okay, good luck with
All
that.
right. Well, all right. You
No,
know
I'm
what?
saying white women.
There's a thing called sexual assault where sometimes women don't have a choice.
Yeah, and if you're a
They don't
10-year-old
want to
girl
let
and
women have an
if
abortion
your uncle
even
does
after
something
that.
to you, if your uncle does something to you, what do you do then? I'm forced at 10 years old or 12 years old to have a baby. I don't think that's cool at all. But I'm saying to you, Ben, and I'm saying to everybody out there, and Pedro, what I was saying is when it's time to vote, and white women especially, white women 54% still went with Trump, even though he had said all this heinous shit, even though he was found, even though they found guilty of rape and sexual harassment, and they still rocking with him.
They went for Trump when?
They're going for Trump. 54% right now. White women are down for Trump.
Oh, you talking about polls?
Yeah.
Oh man, don't believe these polls, dog. I keep telling you. You guys, tell me who did that poll that you're quoting, and then we'll talk about it. Tell me who did that poll, and we'll talk about it. Because it could have been like a lot of the polls that are coming out that are Trump positive are coming from Trump pollsters, and I don't know. Nobody believes that shit.
Stop.
Lady Hazel made with a great point, and then we'll move. We got to move. Stop moving to Florida. It's upside down already. Boycott Florida, y'all. Fuck they juice.
And it's shaped like a cock.
Mexico got orange juice. You get orange juice. Brazil got orange juice. There's a lot of orange juice, bro.
Florida.
All right, so Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. We're keeping it pushing. You know what we do on this show, man. We ask the most critical and journalistically solid questions.
Are they solid?
And the most journalistically solid question that we ask on this show always sounds like this.
Motherfucker say what? Yeah. Motherfucker say what? Say yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right. Sorry, I should have brought this up earlier, but in the House, it just passed this week, I think as of yesterday. I want to be able to name the bill. Sorry if I think I saved it, but I could be wrong. But I'm gonna try and look up the bill name. But the House has just passed a bill that redefines anti-Semitism to include any criticizing of the state of Israel. Now,
wow.
I was brought up to think that anti-Semitism was hating Jewish people for being Jewish and saying hateful things and threatening things towards them because they are Jewish. But if you're telling me that you're going to update a law and say that nobody can criticize the state, because the state of Israel is not a religion. Yeah. It is a government body.
It's a government body. It's a state. It's not a religion. It's a fucking state. I can't. You know what? That thing that's holding the plants behind you. What is that? A shelf? I can't talk about that shelf. It's a fucking shelf. It's a state. Look, this is the reason that the conspiracy theorists and me too say that the Jewish run media say that. The reason they said it is like I can't if even when they're wrong, that's immunity. They got immunity pretty much. You're wrong.
Well, no. Okay, so what you just said is the Jewish run media, which is like that can be construed as racist for sure.
I know. The Jews.
No, because it's not. I mean, it's just like
I know it's not the Jewish
what we're
run
talking
media.
about now. And let me see. I believe it is Bill 3. I guess it would be HB House Bill 32091. And yeah, so they're basically looking to ban any criticism of the state of Israel, which I interpret to mean the government. And when I tell you that Benjamin Netanyahu is one of the worst motherfuckers on the planet, who isn't doing shit to get these hostages back, which should be happening, which your whole government's efforts should be about, who has supported Hamas financially and ideologically in terms like he wants their existence.
Right. So he has a reason.
Netanyahu wants a Hamas so that he can justify what his government, what his state,
and also staying in power, Pedro. He justifies it so he can stay in power too. Because if they're gone and there's no situation like this, they've already tried to run him Neti. They tried to run Neti out a couple times, and this is his way of doing that. But I like what Maya Baker says. Please explain to me how criticizing the actions of Israel equals anti-Semitism. All Palestinians are not Hamas, just like all whites are not KKK. For debate and make it make sense.
I mean, and, you know, that's what we're doing here, right? Like that's why we're bringing this up because, like, yeah, I wouldn't consider criticizing Israeli government policies as being anti-Semitic. Like unless they have a policy that like Jewish people should live, and you're like, that policy's bullshit, right? Then that would be anti-Semitic. But like, other than that, it's like, well, if I disagree with this government's actions, and I just want to speak on that or say something about it, I don't, you know.
How is that against the law? Guess what?
Well, how is it against Jewish people?
Yeah, it's not.
How is it like racist?
It's not.
Hey, Goonies, man, never say die. Serious jest. I see you, bro.
Okay, but the bottom line is we know what it is. And what I think it is that what is the reason that America is so beholden to Israel? Why is it we send $10 billion over there and we can't even give black people reparations, and we can't fix the schools, we can't put computers in the schools and just help out education in America? $10 billion would correct all of that. It would correct homelessness and everything else. But yet we keep sending military, we send weapons over to them. We're beholden to them. I think they got a P tape or something on us, because why do we keep doing that? And now there's a law where you can't criticize them. You can't.
No, it's not. There's no leverage. There's no P tape. It's
what is it?
No, I've said it before. We all know this. It's an exclusively beneficial relationship between the United States and Israel, right? There is a situation where Israel is surrounded by a bunch of Arab nations that, yes, there's hostility on both sides between many nations and Israel, right? Over the years, historically, this has played out. At wars with many different countries. And I believe Iran was just lobbying there. You know what I'm saying? But the reality is, okay, we're going to give you all the weapons you need to keep these Arabs off your back. Give us the oil, right? Like we want, like, just be that for they're like there for us. And if shit pops up, like, we got you, right? But in this situation, you know, Israel is essentially fighting a civilian population,
right?
Or killing a civilian population.
It's not a fight. Yeah,
in
it's
the name of fighting this terrorist organization, which exists and should not be operating the way it does. But also, like, you can't just bomb the whole neighborhood because you think they under grandma's bed. Series Just says Israel equals strategic advantage to U.S. in the Middle East. At least that's how it's seen. And yeah, that it's having a true ally, you know, in this region that is typically juxtaposed to what we do, right? Like, a lot of the countries in there aren't, or in that region,
laying down for us.
Well, yeah, and they're also like not democratic societies.
Okay, right. I know, but okay,
and we're close to not being one either. But
we're very close to that. YT Johnson, I'm using beholding incorrectly. Okay, I felt like we're giving them a ton of money in this situation. Not only a ton of money, but also weaponry. Like you said, we're basically using them as our guard dog in that region. That's which way I see it. And so the way I see it is, if you can give them $10 billion and you can give them whatever this new law encompasses, then you really need to explain some shit clearly to the general public why this is happening. And I don't think the general public really understand this completely. They just don't. I mean, this law, you can't criticize. So what about it pertaining to black people? What about it? Well, we've been here all this time. We've done so much for this country. We couldn't even hardly get an anti-hate law passed with us. We just had, you know, but you can't hang motherfuckers. We had to debate about that. Like, you sure we take it off the books? When we take it off the books, this ain't long time ago history. This is current history.
I mean, we got it. Let's not. Hey, we finally got the law. Okay,
but it took
we got
forever.
it
That's what I'm saying. No, I'm saying. I mean, I
It
said
took a long time.
it took a long time, and that's what I'm saying. It's like for us, it's at least if people consider themselves full Americans, because a lot of people are like, "No, I'm not American now." Whatever the fuck. The end of the day is they need to explain this shit clearly. So if I criticize them, if I say I don't like the way they dress, I don't like you know what? I don't like those pants. They don't match with that suit. Criticizing me, you're anti-Semitic. I mean, is that it? Is it that subjective?
No, but this is different, right? Like, this isn't like about individual criticisms.
Of
And
Israel.
Cormier, by the way, they said it's okay to be offensive to us because it's free speech and civil discourse. It goes back to colonization. But what this bill suggests, and by the way, understand that this is a House bill. So the next fight would be to make sure that a bill like this does not get through Senate, and if it does, to make sure that Biden doesn't sign it, right? Like that's what we'd be looking for. But the reality is, what this is saying is that to criticize the Israeli government at all, seemingly blanket,
that's a blanket
would be to be anti-Semitic, which is to be racist, right? So like this is a weird turn. This is where I'm like, I understand why Jewish people don't want things like they run the media or they control the banks and the money to be said, because like that's how it led to the Holocaust for them, right? It's like, look at them, look at what they're doing. So like, I honestly get that. Like, I understand that. But like, this is a fuckhead administration. Like, Netanyahu is a fuckhead administration.
Right. That his own people wanted to kick out. It's not like people in Israel wanted to kick him out. He's a horrible human being. And he has said some crazy shit. Absolutely crazy shit. What I'm saying is, why is America continuously being apologetic for some of their bullshit?
No, we've gone over. This is.
I just don't.
You can't ask this question, dog. Like, it's because they are our homie, our dog in the This is our ride or die.
There's a time when you got to tell your boy.
This is your ride or die.
I know you got to tell your boy to stop fucking up.
No, I'm not endorsing it, but if you're asking why do we keep doing it, it's like your ride or die chick. It's like, bro, she had your baby when you wasn't supposed to, right? You know what I mean? She kept the secret. She put the cocaine in her pussy when you needed to get over the board. You know what I mean? Like, this is your ride or die chick.
Wait a minute.
So if she acts up at Denny's at 4 a.m. after the club one night, you just got to be like, God damn it, Keisha, and then you drag her out of there. But at the end of the day, you still gonna bring her back to that Denny's because that's y'all spot or whatever, right? Like, we finally reached a line where the administration is like, pulling back. But the reality is, it's like, this is our boo thing in the region, dog. Like, this your chick like prom picture, nigga. We prom picture.
I understand what you're saying, Pedro.
This is me, nigga. Israel is here.
I understand that. I know.
Pregnant at prom,
okay,
nigga.
I hear you. I hear you, Pedro. What I'm saying is,
I gotta go to trade school now.
You know what we need? You know what we got to stop doing? Telling our boo chick to hide cocaine in her pussy. We got to just, hey, don't do that.
Well, how we gonna make money, nigga? How we gonna make money now? I got to go to ITT Tech and become a truck driver.
You hide it in the bottom of the car.
You don't be happy. Now you fucking Carl next door, and I know you are because I checked the ring camera.
All right, wow. All right, that got out of line. Okay, Maya Baker says, this is the Quash campus protest. College students are seeing behind the curtain and exposing what's really going on, and the powers that cannot cannot have that. I agree, but they pretty much shut that shit down. If you look at a lot of the campuses right now, wow, this is why we don't have nice things. This is why we don't have nice things.
We hang out with the bullies, man.
All right, I just feel like America. I know the reason. I just feel like it's time to step up and go, hey, I know we cool, but could you chill with that? Like if Pedro was walking through and we at a restaurant and he just keeps knocking the glasses down, this could be my boy Ace Boone Coon, I still would be like, Pedro, stop doing that. Yeah, don't do it again. Don't see. All right, just stop. That's what you're supposed to do. We need to tell. And see, he did it anyway. That is Netanyahu. That's how he is. Like, you can't tell me to stop bombing civilians. Who the fuck are you? And
it's like they're brown. We can bomb them all we want.
Exactly. And there was a thing I saw on television today which made me think about it. And because I'm racist. No, I'm not racist. I'm bigoted. Or yeah, I think I'm prejudiced. Oh, one of those. One of those three. It's one of them.
It depends on the day of the week.
It depends. Are Jewish people white? That was the question on one of these shows. And the reason Whoopi Goldberg got suspended from The View is when she said, if I see a bunch of people coming down the street and I don't see any yarmulkes, it's just like the Ali analogy. If there's a bunch of snakes coming and I can't differentiate which one of those snakes is the one that doesn't want to bite me or take me down, do I keep the door open and hope that one of them are the good one, or do I close the door? But tending to Jewish people, a lot of people that said in this thing I watched, and because my opinion is different, is that they're pretty much white, and the people that they're bombing are brown.
Well, don't let the brothers who be on the corner of them Israelite niggas get at you, because they will be in your ass quick. Like, they are not Jews. We are the chosen.
Right,
so,
but yeah.
And also, you got to understand that it is this blend of culture, religion, and race. So we could become Jewish. We could start.
If we wanted to, right?
Jewish. I could become Jewish.
Right.
It's a religion. So
Tiffany Haddish says she's Jewish.
I mean, it's not even she's. If
Nothing
she's Jewish,
wrong.
she's Jewish.
If
You
she's
can
Jewish,
be
she's
Jewish. Like,
Jewish.
it's not a thing. They're like,
right.
Black Ethiopia
is it a race? Is it a race? Is it a race though?
Like I said, it has become a blend of religion, culture, and race. A blend, and there's these overlapping cross sections. Right?
I see.
That's confusing to me.
It's confusing as hell.
I don't think that race and religion should or can actually be mixed, but they are in this situation. So are Jewish people white? Some, and some aren't. And that's just the thing. That's just like any other religion, though. Like, some Muslims are white.
Right. And some Muslims are black. And some, right.
And
I get it. I know.
Some Catholics are sexual predators who prey on little boys, and they call the priests and call the motherfucking cardinal on these niggas. Sorry.
Some priests, when they invite you into the office, they don't want to talk to you about religion. Just saying. There's another.
They do want you to get on your knees.
Yeah, they do want something else. You know, what do you mean? I thought I was supposed to taste a wafer. Yeah, but it's on the tip of my dick. Like,
wafer's what I call my dick.
Yeah. So I think the bottom line is, when we look at this situation where you can't criticize Israel, this is all part of this fuck narrative that is going on in this country. And you can't criticize anything. And the reason I want to bring this in, because we're going to cut this short, shorter than normal. You can't criticize, you definitely can't criticize Trump to a lot of people, because right now they really are on one. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, it's @comedianshang. I posted something pertaining to, I believe Trump is being a pander bear. When he's around black people, he's a pander bear. He panders the fuck out of it. He says, you black people are great. You look at my African American, but behind the doors, I think he's a rampant racist. And the Central Park 5 showed that shit. That situation with the Central Park 5, the fact that he lost $20-something million in a lawsuit because he wouldn't rent to people of color, is proving it. But this is the thing I got in my comments on IG. I want you guys to look at it real quick.
Okay, so I see Jacob Yates replied to something, keep it trucking, whatever. Says that comedian Shane, cool, vote Joe Biden. If he's elected, a lot of libs are going to die. It'll be the second Civil War. Well, come on down, partner. What I'm saying is that, man, hey, bro, your boy Black Pedro ain't playing with.
Okay. I wanted to ask you people
talk if you want to. I don't know if you understand what is actually going on in black communities in terms of that shit. Okay, because I know y'all up there skinning rabbits and hunting muskrats and things and preserving fruits and berries in jars. Cool.
Right. But what do you think of that? Is that it? Now I've had about, this is just one I showed Pedro the other day, but this is just one of at least 25 different responses I got like this. I know where you work. I could just check when you're going to be doing a show. Things like that. I don't worry about that as much because, if I'm on stage and somebody decide to pop me, ain't shit I could do. But this kind of thing is saying basically we will fight and kill people if our man does not win. If our man does not win, even if he legitimately loses, we don't care. So what do you think about that? Does that mean it's knuckle up time? I know that Pedro.
No,
okay,
it's not knuckle up time.
no, Pedro said this, and he said this in
223 556 9mm 12 gauge time.
Okay, it's. I'm just saying.
You don't even need
Oh,
knuckle.
he said no. This is what Pedro said. I sent this to him. He said, "Well, I'm going to the range today."
Yeah, we scheduling a range today.
So, what do you guys think about it? Now, I see people saying it's crazy for real. This is the situation, and I got more than 15 because I just picked this one. I've had death threats over my comedy. I've had death threats over some of the stuff I post, and the stuff I post is not saying all white people should die and this and that, and all the Republicans should all die. No, I think the Republicans should get their ass beat at the election. In the election, when we vote, to the point where they get
an electoral ass whooping.
Right, they should get their ass stomped out pertaining to the election, so they know that Trumplican and Trumpism is a wrap. You're not the majority. You're not the one running shit, and that's it. But I don't think little white babies should be punted over football fields.
We should raise them and indoctrinate them with black wokeness.
Right.
And then they'll be like that scene from I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. Was like, Abraham Lincoln was a piece of white trash who was shot by another piece of white trash. Like, you know what I'm saying? We
indoctrinate them.
Retrain whitey.
This guy, Jacob Yates, and by the way, Jacob Yates, tell your mama I'll be over around 10. Said that Joe Biden, if elected, so that means even if he's justifiably elected by the majority of Americans saying, this is what we want, not your choice of crazy shit on himself during the court case, man. But we want Joe Biden, even though he's an old fuddy-duddy and kind of, he's an old dude that lives. If you're liberal, you're gonna die.
Serious jest. I'm down. Next time I'm out there, it will be at the end of this month. If I can make it happen, I would love to, dog. I would love to.
Are you going out to the range? Yeah. I mean, so I feel like this is basically, and there's tons of these. I said that I put a post saying black people need to go, and even though I can't get one legally right now because I can't afford to pay for all the court stuff. But I think black people should go out and legally buy firearms, hopefully from black, like Redstone. They buy them from there, but black
Redstone firearms.
Firearms. So, but legally buy them in droves. I think we need to buy them in mass.
That actually did happen, and because a lot of these sort of what should we call them? These cream gorillas,
right?
Because they only watch one or two sources that are always lying to them.
You mean Newsmax not credible?
I don't think they realized that in 2020, I mean, there was obviously this huge spike in
gun purchases.
Yeah, but the majority of that spike was black people.
Right.
Like we saw it all, bro. We saw what you did to Ahmaud Arbery. We saw George Floyd.
That was horrible. That was one of the worst things. That made me so mad and sad. I mean, it was one of those things where I was mad and sad. We
saw it all, and I felt good that I wasn't the only black person out there who had the inkling, the idea, the inclination to do it, and we did that.
I have the inkling. I had the inclination. It was just stop cold my tracks.
You didn't have the paperwork.
Yeah, that's that. So, and it was just funny when the people at the gun thing go, "Come on, Shane, for real."
Ah, this nigga want a gun.
You want to buy a gun legally, nigga? Really?
Look at his paperwork.
Ah! No,
All right, man,
I
listen.
just think that this is one of the things I think that we have to pay attention to, because I've seen this, at least on social media, over and over and over again, and I've gotten it directly. This is a feed from my Instagram. So what do? Do we try to reach across the
Wait,
aisle and work
You
with
mean
them?
you mean the Instagram that they won't let you stream live on now because of inappropriate comments?
Yes.
But you could get death threats. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just connecting dots over
I'm talking
here.
about, I've had one post because I was talking about the hypocrisy of Trump, and we were doing a side by side about how if Obama would have did this, I got 200,000 responses. Think
If
about that.
Obama did this, his name would have been Barry. Okay.
Yeah.
And he would have been a white guy. Okay.
Yeah.
That's just that
200,000.
Negro knew his place and stayed in his whole lane. Okay.
Yeah, and the
I mean
people.
that so positively.
Yeah,
Like,
and we know it's a white lash back, but I just wanted to see what you guys thought. We're keeping it short and sweet today. Savage AF, check this out. We will be back tomorrow, but I'm not sure. Will we be back?
yeah, no, I'll be there. I got
Okay,
you.
no, see that's what
I'm one Burgundy.
All right. So
If you put the exclamation in, he's gonna read it.
You know he's gonna do it. Make sure you check us out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Because I'm gonna wrap it up real quick with this. Make sure you ring the bell, because that's very important. That's what I realized. You got to ring the little bell with the dingity ding. Make sure you ring the bell. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure you follow at Black Pedro on IG, Instagram, and I don't know why he's making that face at Comedian Shang, and Black Pedro and Comedian Shang on Threads. Yeah, wow. Yeah, see,
Come on, guys.
we're comics. That's why we're weird.
No, but you know, for the guy who threatened you or whatever, I'm like, you want to fight? Come on.
No, I said
I literally threatened a guest last week working behind the bar. I was like, you call me that again, I'll beat your ass. And I think I told y'all that story.
Yeah.
The reality is, we there. Nigga, we there. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, sexy Puerto Rican. Yeah, I'm sorry. We out early today. Savage AF.
Sorry, I got a court date.
Yeah. Well, again, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we'll be back. Also, if you happen to be in the San Francisco area, you live in the Bay Area, go swide the whip. All right. I don't know. Gouda. All right, check me out this weekend. I'll be one of the comedy Avengers. No,
this nigga about to save the earth.
Yeah, Saturday. I mean Sunday. I messed up again. Sunday, May 5th. I'll be there. May 5th. I put the wrong one up here.
May the 4th be with you.
Yeah, Sunday, May 5th. I'll be at 7 p.m. at a place. No, this is right. What am I talking about? I messed up. I'll be at the Ice House in Pasadena. Saturday, May 5th. Saturday, May 5th. I'll be at the Ice House in Pasadena. Saturday, May 5th. Make sure you come out.
No, it's May 4th.
May 4th.
Saturday is the 4th.
May 4th.
That's what the flyer says.
Right. May 5th, I'll be in San Francisco with Jay Rich, with Coach Foreign and Whiteout. That's the name of the brother, Whiteout, and DJ D-Mac. I'll be there at the Valencia Club in San Francisco, May 5th. And then tonight, you can get free passes. Inbox me if you get a chance. I'll be at the Yamava Casino, Highland, California, at the Two Coot Lounge. Make sure you tell your friends if you want to get free passes for tonight. I only got 50. You got to inbox me.
Come on out.
At Comedian Shang on IG.
I see Red Juice Media over on IG, man. I thank y'all for joining in. Anybody, Joe Gams, thank y'all for being here, man. Listen, we got to bounce. Miss, she always gonna come in hot. She said that's not the Bay.
San Francisco.
She's very protective of her territory and her little punk ass baseball team that ain't gonna do shit this year.
Wow. Wow. But no, Sunday. I meant Sunday, May 5th. Sunday, May 5th at 7 p.m. I'll be at the Valencia room. Very, 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 very fancy room. I'll be there.
That's Cinco de Mayo, dog. Get it in. By saying a picture of margaritas, he'll be
Make sure you check it out. And then Saturday, Pasadena. Also I'll be in the Legendary Room, 7 p.m. at the Ice House.
That's what it is, y'all. Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. Black Pedro, comedian Shane. We are out for today. In the meantime, in between time, 3 things for you. One, stay black if you are black.
2,
buy guns. Number 2, if you are not black, do not be black.
You just going
buy guns.
Buy guns.
Keep your finger out your nose,
please.